sweat already. The show never start good.
Feel good, look a bit.
Trouble daddy. Yeah. Episode 5, Wagwan people. Yeah.
Let Me Land podcast. You don't know, we back again.
I'm landing.
It's your host, Ruger Rockstar. Why do I keep saying that? Rockstar 860. Ruger Rockstar is when I used to do interviews and stuff.
People, I got him discombobulated. He doesn't even know who he is.
I know who I am, but
one reggae.
platform.
Reggae here, man. I'm here to deliver nothing but factuals. Dropping more shells on it. They fool them head top. Yeah.
Yeah, man, outside hot again. Yeah, I mean, we're in almost the summertime. A couple more days, it'll be the beginning of summer. But right now, in our studio, are flames again. Well, reggae.
Yeah, man. Yo, happy belated Father's Day to you and you and you and you and you and you.
No gelding over here. Happy Father's Day, belated. You know what I mean?
Yes. You enjoyed it? How was it for you?
Yeah, man, we do family thing, chilling at our son. Big up my son anyway there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the families, all the good fathers out there, man. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. My families, my sons, they, everyone, my sons and my daughters, they checked in. It was a good vibe, man. I really felt overwhelmed with joy on Father's Day.
Yeah, man, you're a good father. I mean, I ain't gonna.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
Do a lot.
Try my best. Yeah, but anyway, yo, we here. Wagwan.
Yeah, man,
Wagwan on the docket today.
Episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5. So what are we talking about?
And we are live.
What are we talking about? We got many different topics.
You don't know, Kartel are the topic.
Kartel
Foota
again.
Hype on the topic.
Kartel reached on a bulletin again this week.
It's his algorithm. He must be on the bulletin every week.
YouTube streets. Is that so? Is it factual?
Even the apps have to talk about Kartel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm not an app.
Not you, but the apps of YouTube streets.
Yeah, so Alliance link up. That's
Gully Gaza Alliance.
yeah, whole heap of controversy around that. Well, not even say controversy. It was a good look, but when
only controversy is Foota Hype as usual. But
so
we'll get to that.
Yeah. Beenie man, the doctor.
Helping out the kids, the youth. Is it too late, or is he doing what the doctor is supposed to be doing?
TJ, did I try slim up one at a time? Is it
Shitbelly
Ozempic?
TJ, Ozempic. You know what I mean? It was his drama. He told us about it.
Okay.
Lisa, Modest Life.
Wild with it.
And then we are talking about probably, Khago and I-Octane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So here we are.
We are putting in the work.
Stick and stay. Passengers, fasten your seatbelt. Flight 101 about to take off. Sorry, flight 105 about to take off. It's your pilot speaking. It's right.
Are you in seat 11A? 11A. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you don't know. Over the past weekends, we see Kartel do his major show in Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta. He had major guests on the lineup. He had I-Octane come out and shell the show with him. He had Spice as usual, 21 Savage, and then the surprise, he had Massacre forward out and rupture the crowd, you know what I mean? The crux, one side, him did him thing, big in Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, we see Kartel move on with the Kartel and Friends, the Entourage, and they went to Jersey, the boardwalk, Atlantic City, you know what I mean? The rich part of Jersey, not the diaspora. Yeah, I mean, and we saw, once again, he did his thing. Brought out over 13 to 14,000 people in New Jersey. You know what I mean?
Thought it was 12. Thought it was 12.
The venue is bigger than I thought. Excuse me.
It said 12.
No, it's 14. 14.5. Brother, we're not going to always, every minute we are talking about Kartel numbers and I try to be negative about the numbers. The numbers are the numbers.
It wasn't negative, it was just
14 and a half.
I saw it was 12.
No, I said when I thought it was, that was but it wasn't. It was 14.5. But anyway,
check it out.
Kartel demolished Jersey, Atlantic City, and also his son, musical son, Black Rhino, came out and gave his best performance since he's been forwarding on stage with Kartel since Brooklyn. He really came on and gave energy. He gave command and he gave dominance. And he really got the crowd involved in what he is doing that night. And also Ishana, his friend Ishana, my friend Ishana, she did her thing, came out, did the Wolf song, his favorite song, and
Are you saying it again, Rugo?
bad man say Wolf, and the girls they know for say.
Are you say?
Nah, but we're not forward into that again. You know what I mean? Hey, that guy, yeah. You know what I mean? Him always try to style the thing, but they can't style it. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, I-Octane did their thing with Kartel, and they gave a beautiful performance as usual. And Kartel really got into this performance. He really came to deliver for the crowd, and once again, the crowd, we've seen them late in Miami, we've seen them late in Atlanta, and they were late again in Atlantic City, and that's really perturbing him right now. He really wants the crowd to come out on time, because he doesn't know it's stadium rules, stadium shows. The timer starts at certain time, the timer ends. It's no, yo, boss, give me 5 minutes. Boss, give me a next song. No. Once them say 2-3 hours, that's it. And Kartel is learning the American rules now. You know what I mean? So what you have to say?
You're a bit long-winded with that one. You know the whole lot topic there.
Why?
You go from the Atlanta, you reach a Jersey, and we down now. Yeah, tell me about if what me think about when show for done. Wait.
No, but that's how me. That's how me say for say about
like
the
you
2
just run
weekends.
through the whole lot topic them to
I
blow.
don't run through, but you have things to say about it. What you feel about it?
What feel about what?
I don't know what you feel about.
Hello, are we here?
This guy comes with his antics today, but I'm on point. You know what I mean? I'm on point.
Yeah. Well, yo, let me save you, dog. Well, Atlanta show was the Atlanta show. I guess it was a good performance. Kartel has gained a stride, taking on the role of the face of dancehall. He's picked up a pace, and he's setting records. You know, it's groundbreaking. We might have heard of the finances and his overall fees, and now I personally feel that he's giving the audience and the performance that might command said fee. So the Atlanta show, it was good for them. I'm happy. I'm happy that that was a successful turnout with all of the feature guests. And in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Kartel did his thing once again. He's showing that he can perform his songs. He doesn't seem to be out of breath. So for me, I personally am happy for the guy to be able to recover from the obstacle, the health issues, and now to seem to be on track to continue to be groundbreaking. But I think that the highlight for that show would have actually what the crowd was very pleased to see was Rhino. Rhino was able to recover. Yeah, I think that he looked back at some of his past performances when he forwarded out as far as being on the stage with Kartel, and I don't think he had performed to his liking, and it was overwhelmingly joyful to see Rhino come out and perform in that manner. He performed his songs. He was on beat. The timing, even his movements, his actions, everything was in sync. So it was, I was very, very happy to see that for him because, it might, in New York he might have fell, and that was a blemish. And the next show, I forgot where he forwarded out from.
Energy.
Well, he was a bit nervous,
Miami?
wherever he forwarded out from, it seemed that time that he was a bit nervous. This time, it was like the crowd gave him a big forward, made Addy have to draw down, and after that, Addy draw down and
Addy had to
draw
go
for
into
a
him
song
bag.
and get a
He have to go in him bag.
forget what the song was, but yeah, it was a Jersey to see, to see what Kartel has been able to do in such short time. It's very, very remarkable. Anyway, but my question to you. Do you notice a difference in his performance, like as far as from Freedom Street to this point on, or is this is just
Well,
this has
to be
been
honest with
what
you,
this has been what he's been doing from day one?
I totally concur. He hasn't been doing this from day one because he was sitting in the prison for 13 years and he came out and he went to Freedom Street and he did. Yeah, we could have said Freedom Street. Probably didn't remember some of him sang them. He even said it to the crowd. But from December 31st, January 1st till now, 6 months later, it's like a total turnaround, 360 degrees. You know what I mean? It's like something totally different.
So you're going on record to say that
He's vastly improved.
Cartel
Vastly
has
improved.
done a 360.
Vastly improved.
But during those times, you extremists, you guys would have said that the earlier performance were gold, and you are saying that this was it. And what I'm saying as of to date, these seem to be like the performances that's worth the people's money. In earlier times, the extremists, you guys, your hate group.
Never hate.
Yeah, you guys
hate.
because anytime
we're a loving community, Gaza.
No, you guys are very extreme, and anytime we try to critique your general, you guys seem to attack. In the earlier days, people were going on record saying, "Hey, these performances were lackluster," and you were over there. You were over there, keyboard killer in everyone's friggin' comment section.
I go on social media streets. I
being
answer
very
these people.
aggressive.
No.
Getting blocked for left and right.
Being the man on Gaza Slim, but it's not because of Cartel performances. But anyway, I'm taking the floor for a little bit. This guy, he went to Freedom Street.
Minus slip.
And he forward back and he says, "Oh, Cartel is lip syncing. Cartel is this. I'm very disappointed."
Did not say that.
Basically, that's how he sounded. But I'm telling this guy, this man was in jail 13 years. What do you expect? He was in a cell smaller than this area. And he's a tall man. And he comes out. And we saw what he did at Freedom Street. He did great
Rockstar,
for Freedom Street.
Rockstar, sorry to cut you. Tonight, I'm sorry, I have to date this episode. Tonight is the NBA Finals. If Halliburton steps out on the court, he's collecting his money. The people want to see him play. We don't want to hear say he has a hamstring injury.
But he is injured.
This gentleman, at the time, this gentleman was collecting $1 million whack. If the performer, 1 point add the whack, and if the gentleman, it's not even a shot at Cartel. If any individual is going to take our money, we want the best. And the only thing, I don't want to stay on this too long, but the only thing I'm saying is that you're very hypocritical and you're an extremist because anytime you tell
you just cut me off.
It doesn't matter because you're going to say utter foolishness.
I said the man was forward out of prison. He go on stage. He did what he did. When we went to Brooklyn, once again you were complaining. Oh, he's lip syncing. He's Celine Dion in. He's Celine Dion in the music. It's trash.
When you get over Brooklyn, when you get over Brooklyn, what you do over Miami? People are saying that Atlanta show is his best show.
But
people are saying that this Atlanta show is the best show.
Freedom Street to Brooklyn. We saw the improvement in Brooklyn.
We don't have time for that.
He lost his voice, yes.
Well, if you have somebody this song them now sing and he now perform.
The crowd didn't complain all now.
Me pay part I 1.4.
Between the Brooklyn and the Freedom Street
you think I nosebleed me in there?
Between the Brooklyn and the Freedom Street at that point, it was 80,000 people. He was performing in front of 80,000 people.
Freedom Street did give it
80,000 people did not cry.
Freedom Street give it Tommy Lee.
80,000 people did not cry.
Chronic Law. Freedom Street did give it.
Brooklyn gave us Little Kim. Brooklyn gave us Fabulous. Brooklyn.
Yeah, but he never come on the stage at them time there and I say, yo, my voice hoarse and he can't sing.
Yes, but he did say that to the crowd, and the crowd was still energetic.
The record them did that. Well, no.
The crowd was still energetic.
This is the part.
I have it on video.
This is what
I videoed it.
This is what the issue I have with you extremists. You guys, the performance, it might have been not up to his standard.
Shorty left him last night was monumentous with the crowd.
Brother.
Shorty left him last night and the whole crowd. 20,000 people.
Brother, I didn't pay my money. I'm going to come forward off of a particular. Imagine me have artists, me pay forgot say Dexter Daps. And when we go there, me now hear Dexter Daps, I go so, woo. I spin me here, record I spin.
But the crowd do it. Woo,
every time me hear the record spin, when me hear the record I spin, Dexter now say nothing, I tune I play in my background and Dexter there ad-lib. And every other 14 word, every other 3 line, you hear Dexter voice.
The man said he was hoarse, people. Yeah. He was hoarse.
Well, him should have
the first 20 minutes was fire. He lost his voice. It was 35 degrees in Brooklyn that night and the night after.
I was just asking you.
It was a very cold night where you expect.
I was just trying to ask what was the difference with
performance. All jokes aside,
to date.
We noticed that he improved from Freedom Street to Brooklyn and from Brooklyn to Miami. Miami to Atlanta.
He's a different person.
Right now,
I clone I run, you know.
He's a clone. You know
he's a clone. The other day he was a shell of himself.
Clone or shell, he's mashing it up. Clone or shell, he's shelling down these arenas. Anyway. Sean Paul haven't done it. Shaggy haven't done it.
But he's doing it. Back at episode 2 and 3.
Have to make the people know who's doing it for who not do it.
Bossman, easy.
Yeah, I mean.
Anyway.
And then, like I said, Saturday night, Atlantic City, 14,500 people get their money's worth.
12.
I mean, they got their money's worth.
12.
I mean, imagine if they go over Trinidad, if Jack and I mess up the money, Trinidad people would have feel. Imagine if they get a chance to go in a stadium in Costa Rica, which he will be doing that in August.
Brother, me tell you, so we're not doing no itinerary. We're not doing no itinerary on this. Stop it.
I mean,
all right, let's move on to the next topic.
It's a world boss world.
Stop it.
It's a Gaza world, Gaza citizens. Gaza nation, be proud.
You're getting out of hand.
That's our assessment to what's went on during the weekend. Yeah, I mean, Kartel do him thing, him collect him bag, and go on stage and the crowd them glad. Now I mean, but just a couple days ago, we saw one big link up go on. The big A. Daddy Alliance, Bounty Killer, Mavado, Kartel, Buju Banton, DJ Khaled, even some of the entourage. We say all Ishi on scene. We say Flex in the Complex on scene. We say Bounty Son them on scene. Mavado picking them on scene. It was a great big link up. The only person we didn't see is Foota Hype. You know what I mean? But it was an alliance link up. We saw the pictures them. We see the joy. We didn't know say Vado and Kartel are link from a taller time now. You know what I mean? We saw before Kartel forward from prison last year. Vado did big him up. I think he was in like Guyana and him say, yo, Gaza got free. Kartel got free, and we saw that happen, and we saw Mavado's son Dante forward out and Kartel big that up and everything, and now we see Vado and Kartel solidify the link, and it's a great look for Dancehall. It's a great look for the two of them, seeing that they haven't linked up in over 17 years now. The last time they was even on a stage together was probably the famous Gully Gaza War at Sting 2008. You know what I mean? But to see them in the flesh, taking the pictures of them and smiling, it was a good to see. You know what I mean? After all these years, how you feel about that?
Yeah, man, it definitely was a beautiful sight. It was a great look for dancehall, the culture, reggae music. You know, to see the giants, the pillars uniting. You know, we're gonna get into what Foota might have had to say, but just the overall uniting DJ Khaled, being able to bring, you know, all of these you know, the icons, bringing out the giants for the song. I'm just waiting to hear. Hopefully, it can sound like something that, you know, we can
Is it the song you
musically.
want to hear, or you just take it for what it is?
Well, I don't know. I haven't even gotten a preview. So I'm hopeful that it's something that we can digest and that it'll be legendary, because on paper it has all of the potential to be a legendary song. But we just have to hear the overall feel and what it's going to be like. So, you know, honestly, I love that linkage. I love to see, you know, Buju Banton, Kartel, Mavado, link up. Like, that is such, like, what that does is, you know, it shows the younger artists, you know, or it's actually gonna open a door that hopefully, you know, dancehall might move from arenas and go to stadiums, because if we can get these guys to, you know, join together and be able to go into arena, imagine 50,000, 60,000 people, you know, where, and hopefully that's something that they can put on, you know, for themselves, where they work with Rock Nation or whichever management company it is, and be able to put on an event like that. And then, you know, you have the skanks and the skilly bangs that's forwarding up the, you know, and they can look that hopefully that we can build this bridge between alkaline and a popcorn, and, you know, and really strung up the business and really strung things up where, you know, not saying that it has to be a kumbaya, but where they can work together, because that's a bigger bag, and it can be, dancehall can be competitive to some of these other genres that might have passed us up or might be in a little better position than us.
Yeah, like, I hear you saying this again. So I'm gonna ask you, you know, some in-depth questions now. And we're gonna put a good reason into this issue. So
What's the issue?
you know, my take on
What's the
this.
issue?
No, I'll forward to it. You know, my take on this is,
What's your take?
we want to see the Kartel, the Mavado, the Buju, the Bounty, the Beenie, the Giants, them, each of them individually on a stage in an arena by themselves. That's what I want to see. We know, you want the sting moment, the sunsplash moment every weekend, like 3, 4, 5 of them on a stage together. And I keep saying, no, individually, if we have 7 of them doing 7 shows for one Saturday night, that's 20,000 people, each of them, say 140, instead of 7 of them on a stage just entertaining 20,000 people. We know how you feel about it. But all right, we're going to take your take on it now. Say Kartel, I get the 1.5, Buju, I get the 500,000. You give Bounty at 300, say I'm Mavado at 250. Who's going to pay for all this to see all these giants on one stage? For the promoter make a money, or that's why I say that I'd rather see them each individually. Yeah, you take a little skeng with your Kartel, you take a little Malidan with your Mavado. Yeah, I mean, like that, I think the culture will move. But you want to see like a Sting every night, or Sunfest every night, 10 artists on a stage.
I never said that.
Oh, I'm just asking, because that's what most people...
Well, to your theory, with the individuality, they are all doing their thing individually. Alkaline keeps his big show. Popcorn keeps his big show. Kartel keeps his show. Beenie's keeping. They all are doing their thing individually. What I'm saying, if it is unity in the dance hall, imagine, yes, Kartel has his Freedom Street. It's 365 days out of the year. Dance hall, the genre, it doesn't stop at Kartel's doorstep. It doesn't start there either. What that means is that imagine a show where it's Kartel, Popcorn, or Kartel and Mavado on the stage, on the bill. They the headliners. Then you got Popcorn and Alkaline as the next headliners. Then you have a Massacre. Bro.
Is this all at one
Hear me
stage,
out.
or it just...
Bro, just...
I'm asking a question, brother. You can't... Land, remember what happened in India? Don't do like India.
That's 787.
Don't do like India.
Yo, you see me? I'm a top pilot. That's why I keep on crushing high topics. But anyway,
crush me.
what me I said is, what that does for the genre, bro, it's, yes, Kartel can fill a stadium. I mean, an arena. He can't fill a stadium. And
He didn't try yet.
it's impossible.
And Costa Rica, that's a stadium.
Brother,
Guyana was a stadium.
50,000 people,
Brother,
60,000 people.
Brother, stop
That's
it,
what
brother.
we're talking about.
He'll be in a stadium in Costa Rica.
You're
That's
making
what
it
we're
a
talking
Kartel
about.
thing, dog.
But you
and
just said
you're
he
not
can't
speaking
do,
beyond
and we're
the
seeing
genre.
what he's doing.
I'm speaking for the genre. Your mind, you're such an extremist.
No,
it's like,
no.
It's like
I'm a realist.
It's like Israel.
I'm a realist.
It's like people from Israel.
I'm a realist.
They say, because people might not like the things that Israel do, an Israeli, the first thing they're gonna run and say is, yo, you said something about the Jews. Bro, I'm speaking, I just said, dancehall is bigger than Kartel. Meaning, if all of them are together, if they all was to be able to be on one bill or a 2-day show, it'll be just as big as Coachella. Do dancehall have a Coachella? No. Can Kartel?
This is a Coachella for dancehall.
Okay, but do we have all of our artists united? Could all of our artists not unite and keep that party on their own or that venue on their own as a united front, and they reap the proceeds?
Bro, but that's what I said.
Dancehall would be
that's
big
what
as
said. That's
dancehall
what I said.
would
You
be.
want to see? You want to see the 10 artists on one stage? I said I want to see the 10 artists on individual stages. I didn't say nothing.
But they are on
different.
individual stages. Who Kartel share him stage with? Who Beenie Man share him stage?
Look how much people would just name out who Kartel brought on the stage.
But it's still his individual stage.
Right, no.
It's his show.
But it's his show, yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's his show.
And he brought somebody along with him instead of them all gather up just there. Maybe over here, for the same night, we would have had see a Mavado with the governor and the I-Octane over this stage. And then over that stage. But you want to see all of them kumbaya one stage. That's not how we move the genre,
brother. What I'm saying
That's
is,
not how we move it. We have to do like
what I'm saying to you is,
Thames is over here.
What I'm saying to you is that
Burna Boy is over there.
What I'm saying to you that is, yes, Alkaline can sell. I mean, yes, Alkaline can sell, and he can sell the bill and make 12,000 a show, right?
Yeah.
But if Alkaline and Popcorn do a show together,
yeah,
it's going to be a bigger show. Yes or no? Answer done. Yes, sir.
Well,
watch again.
Well, Kartel is doing by itself. Or you'd want to see Alkaline.
Just crushing our water.
Never. Alkaline. Wait, Kartel is doing by itself. Or you want to see Alkaline and Popcorn do together? Really? Why would not see Popcorn by them stage with 20,000 by itself? Alkaline by the stage with 20 by himself.
It happens. Popcorn does do it. What's wrong with you? He does it now. That's what I keep on saying to you. He does it now. He does it now. You keep on asking why. He does it now.
And that's great. And we want to see him keep on doing it. Now we want to see 5 more people doing it like our Popcorn.
I'm not gonna beat her dead.
That's what I'm saying. You just want to see them all on one stage because they're doing it now. I guess.
If you watch previous interviews,
I guess.
If you watch previous, I didn't say anything because of this picture. I've always said unity in dancehall.
Yeah, I understand.
I've always said Kartel. I've always said Kartel should embrace Alkaline. I've always said that I want unity in the dancehall, not because I want them all to be kumbaya, but I want it better for the genre. Meaning that dancehall can be in not only one person in an arena, because what you're saying individually, yes, not every person is going to be able to fill an arena, but collectively as a genre, bro, back in the days, one time friggin' it used to be Shabba, Super Cat.
People, you see him going back to the same thing when I'm talking against.
That was building the genre though. That's building the genre. Right now, the little Falabaka song them, nobody now gonna wear the song them now go past the airport, There's not one dancer. Whichever artist, the extremist group. What song? There's not one dancehall song that's on Billboard. Not one.
Shake it to the master of the dancehall song.
Your artist not that funny.
He don't have to be. He's moving the genre by himself. Before we find a Billboard song, he's doing it.
Yes, I said.
He's Kartel.
Yes,
he's a different level. His level is different. I know Billboard move Kartel. Kartel move Kartel. You know what I mean? And I have to ask you a question because you mentioned it again. Why Kartel have to embrace Alkaline? Alkaline not himself to wear defensive also. Why him not embrace Kartel? Why him not come out and talk and say, yo, why were they when the lady from BET UK asked him, who was your influence? Why him never embrace and say, oh, Kartel? Why him come tell me some foolishness about the fans? When him ain't had no fans for start off in career? Why him never just come out honestly? Like how when Kartel go up and Drink Champs and say, Alkaline, my fans not gonna like when I say this, but Alkaline is doing it big in our genre right now. Why Alkaline will do things like those? Why him have to be pretending like say, oh, he's so much more than to acknowledge Kartel's name or presence, but everybody else must acknowledge him, or else you're not gonna say, oh, he's getting a fight. Who's fighting him? Who have on the gloves? I don't know, but that's what they run to. Oh, he's getting a fight. Who's fighting him? Him do him own and show them.
You still a land, brother?
Still slime, not crash like India.
Runway not so long,
no,
brother.
we have to stay up a little bit. We have to stay up a little bit.
You know, Jesus Christ, you kill me.
Who is the one? Who is fighting? Why him not embrace people? Kartel needs to... No. Kartel needs to be Kartel and do what Kartel is doing. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, one of them there. Just sit down right there, sir. Yeah, one of them there. Well, one of the student for the teacher master. All right, sit down right there, sir. Anyway, next topic. Further along.
That student could have never teach the master.
Yeah, further along in the
Foota on the negative. Negativity Foota.
Yeah,
negativity Foota.
Yeah,
see the big link up are going with the giants, them like we say. And all them can think about is Khaled making money. You know what I mean? Once again, your brethren Foota.
What do you feel about it?
I do some craziness. Like say him just nothing is going his way this year, it seems.
So what do you feel about it?
What is there to feel? Even Vegas said Foota talk about everybody. I know he want to be a part of a link up and can't be a part of the link up.
So that's a your feeling or
which would be no, my views is Foota for just calm down a little bit.
Calm down in which way? What you mean by?
When them see something like this, just either see it and say something positive or see it and not say nothing at all. Because everybody, if 10 people are real, say, yeah, they love the unity. Him one forward now, and I be negative, he must spew.
What did he spew negative? The people don't know. In case someone out there didn't see it. What did he say? What did he say?
Foota said now.
The viral kid. What did he say?
Many people has tried. I don't know who these many people are, but many people in the industry has tried to get them all together. I don't know when this was. Because if they were in Jamaica trying to do it, where are they trying to do it? In America
did he say
or
that?
In Jamaica? Yes, he did.
Or did he say...
Yes, he said many people tried to get them together to do music or whatever. Get them to link up or whatever. If Mavado was in America and not flying to Jamaica, or Kartel was in prison and Bounty can't reach America, or Buju was in a prison but then him come out and reach America. When did these people try to get these people together? That's all I want to know.
So that's what he said.
That's what he said. Why when Khaled they get Sizzla and Buju and Capet and them last year and the year before, Skilly Bang, him never come out and cuss Khaled.
You didn't see Sizzla's reaction after the him and Khaled worked on the track.
Yes, because Sizzla's name was Itty Bitty Sizzla. And Sizzla did angry about that, say, yo, me a giant.
Well, then
appear as such, Sizzla, big.
Then that would go towards some of Foota. Because, listen, I'm not siding with Foota, but I have to speak objectively. And objectively, that would go along the lines of some of his claims, stating that, yo, you know, when you work with some of these bigger artists or record labels, the Vampire Records, you know.
Who's the Vampire Records?
VP. Oh. You start, you know, you work and you sign some of these deals. Greensleeve's not around anymore, but you sign some of these deals and then you're realizing that, yo, you're not getting what you deserve as an artist. And I think that Foota is taking that stand to say, yo, bro, all right, why did it have to be DJ Khaled put this together, and not saying that it shouldn't be or it couldn't be, but why? And it's more of I think he's more putting that buzz out there as upliftment. We're not saying
upliftment.
Yeah, as far as
who's he uplifting?
The reason he's one of those. Like I said, Foota. He's a messenger, yeah, that doesn't know how to deliver a message, So he's trying. It's the wrong person, though. It's the wrong person that's giving the information. He's not delivering things digestible for people's appetite, so to speak. So when people, so everyone's different, bro. So I can't speak for him. I'm just speaking to the context, because he obviously. He's hold on. Obviously,
I think he was hurt by the link.
Obviously, he put the selector thing to the side at times, and he's a viral king. You don't know what that means. He's gonna address topics. He's gonna address things. He's going to, he's straight nation. He's gonna look at things, and if he feels that it's lean or bend, he's going to address it in his way. And I think what I got from it, I got that he was hurt by, seeing that the unity was done, fifth person being DJ Khaled instead of just a unity amongst the brothers,
I don't
within
the
genre of
I believe that he was hurt. But remember early in the year he was talking about, if Alliance link up the one, a bounty I go do, and he might go call and we all are gonna link up, brothers. But the link up happened and bounty call, and I guess he missed the voicemail or the voice note because he wasn't there. And I think that hurts him. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, Foota wants to be there. He wants to be around Mavado. Yeah. He wants to be around Killer. He wants to be around Kartel. You know what I mean?
You're speaking about the viral king just came off of the arena show, Beenie Man.
No, Beenie Man is alright. That show was alright, but he wants to be in this link up.
Beenie Man, the guy, listen, I'm just telling you what I saw. The guy just forwarded off of the Beenie Man show. Big show, very decent show at that. Brought out the little youth, I forgot his name, from England.
DJ Links.
Yeah, brought out DJ Links. He brought out
DJ MJ.
MJ, brought out MJ. That was fire. You know what I mean? And then he not only did that, same night as the night before Kartel's show. It's like the viral king was taking on the Gaza. Him won. The man he played in Jersey. The man he played in Jersey the night before.
Brother,
said the place.
You know, some people can have a smile on their face and still cry inside. You know that.
So I think he's doing well by himself according to your individuality, because you want to see this person in 20,000. See him there, over the 20,000, him one.
5,500, but.
The 20,000 over Beenie Man show.
5,500.
Whatever. I'm not here
quarter
to match
pack
number.
show. Quarter pack.
You fudge numbers all the time.
I see what my eyes see.
You fudge numbers.
I just see what my eyes
anyway,
see.
yeah. So I think that Foota. I think because it's come. You know what it is?
What is it?
He didn't fully transition. Because he didn't fully transition and explain. Yo, dude, guys. Yeah, like, it's entertainment. So I'm gonna say things, joke, Ray, whatever. No mean nothing. Yo, this the hustle, a viral.
What's joke to Foota is life and death to somebody else.
That is true.
We're entertain.
That is true.
And everybody are
but the man are spread in bed. You hear me tell us, man. I know the plane no stop fly. You hear the man a fly.
How he must feel now? Him say, I-Shana and Flex in the complex. Hug up and a laugh, jolly.
You think a Cardi B and thing there? This?
What?
We're not taking
it that far.
After him, we get a touch.
How he must feel.
When
him say flex and issue.
And their mother, how he must feel. I know flex now all and
flex a jacket. So it's more than just.
So, but how would he feel? I know like flex. You're making it the way you're saying how he must feel. You make it say like him carry with I-Shana. Flex not carry I-Shana. They even look for flex.
Him wishing could have been there, even if it dap up flex. What flex?
Why would he want?
Even if it's
Why would I want?
Even if it's
A fist him want thumb fist in jaw corner,
even if
probably.
it's stay from afar and screw face like Sean.
probably-
You know what I mean? He
Probably
would
that
have
one
wanted it.
give
You know
Flex
what I mean?
a little thump in a jaw corner. Cause them
A Flex want to thump him in a jaw corner.
That's true.
What you do?
That's
Flex
true.
have this big picnic race, bigger than him by far. And it's
And
not
yam
feel
down his
one.
house.
And yam
Yeah,
down
yeah.
him house. And then a feel picnic.
Yeah,
The more
God,
him down, the
boy,
more
they
him foot
chopped
grow
it,
like
you know.
Foota Hype.
Yeah. Yo, boy, chopped it still, you know, dog.
The more the youth name, the more the foot grow like Foota Hype and Flex and
Yo,
whatnot.
and trust me, can you imagine to blow out Mavado? They roll out something and some little
Where's the-
per diem.
where's the Vybz Kartel?
No, Vybz
Oh.
hold up on the per diem and Flex and get the little small money, you know. I can't feed fully house for the little boy,
Can't
because
fully
boy
house.
big, you know,
Boy,
man.
big. Brooklyn
Big, holy
big.
boy, holy boy food for them around there.
Holy.
And them time there, Foota, viral king there, I walk up and down and I carry a secret. Yo, they're not easy.
Yeah, man, but Foota Hype go and do your thing, viral king. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Adiji.
Be more positive, Foota. That's the only way to figure about it. Be more positive.
It's a money feeling.
Money feeling. Squash. 6 bars. You know what I mean? We say Squash going through some problems right now in America. Legally. Some serious, I know there's some state or city charge in Ghana against the United States of America federally. You know what I mean? So Squash pick up a gun charge and a
Transnational. They are calling him a transnational gang leader.
That's just what them call him. He just get charged with
What?
the illegal alien because he has no paper.
They're calling him a When the FBI took up the case from ICE, they gave him a label, transnational gang leader.
When they took up the case from ICE, they gave him 2 charges. 1, illegal alien being in possession of a weapon, which is a gun, and 2, a modification of such weapon, meaning when you turn a semi-automatic weapon or a handgun into an automatic
Chip
machine
Glock,
gun type. Chip Glock for those in the yard. When I call it switch for those in America. You know what I mean? So, both of them, no matter what, is against the law federally.
Federal authorities in the United States say dancehall artist Squash is the leader of a transnational criminal organization. Okay? So,
You keep mentioning that they're not charging for that, then just keep saying it, then charging for the charge. I mean, read off, said I'm charging for possession of a gun illegally by an alien and modification of such weapon. That's all I'm charging for.
well,
The charges are looking, he's facing. If he takes it to trial and lose, it's 15 years each charge. If he takes a plea deal, maybe him get about 5 to 8 or less, who knows? That's with the plea deal. But the feds want him to do time, as we can see. So it's either take a plea deal or take it to trial. Either which way, I don't want to be in that situation. You know what I mean?
what I'll say is, young man, youth man, especially I'm speaking to you guys that's coming from abroad, coming to this forward into the States. Listen, it's an opportunity, yeah? Don't play with your 3 points. 3 points don't only mean for dead, bro. You can crash out, bro. And it's unfortunate for Squash to be such a talented artist.
Very talented.
You
Very,
know, I
very
went
talented.
through, before this happened, I was going through his catalog. And, yo, Squash has a very, very extensive catalog. Very,
Money
very
Fever
good.
days.
Very, very good catalog.
Big
you know?
Breeze.
You know, I'm
Foot.
looking at him, I'm just like, yo,
Shoot.
how could you ruin this opportunity? How? Like, I'm expecting Kartel to go to Miami and Squash is gonna be a feature. And we're gonna see the 6 boss run out. And, you know, unfortunately, bro, he screwed this moment up. Why would you come to America being an illegal alien and having, you know, an illegal gun, bro? If you feel like, say, yo, you're in problem with people, you know, stay at your yard, my bro. Them can't come and catch you in your
But
yard.
him never buy the gun illegally, just to make note of it. It's his wife's gun, purchased by his wife.
Yeah,
But
but
he was
as
illegally in possession
as
of
an
it.
illegal,
But he
he's
has
not
no
supposed to
papers.
have it. Your wife gun, I get it. Someone else is driving the car. That person license isn't proper. The gun is in the car. Bro, listen. We are adults. This is the days of the dog ain't my homework. It's over.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What do you feel about him having a holster though?
Yeah, they said. But the cops said that they saw him shuffling and
And the
trying
next
to put
point
the
to
gun in the
this whole
glove compartment.
situation, because we now make it seem like say, oh, then they just a target squash. No, it seems like whoever squash was in proximity with was being watched as a gun retailer illegally. I don't know, but certain to that effect. And squash got caught up with
Doesn't
the person.
matter. That's not
That's
the
what I'm
first time he
saying.
got
It's like
caught
you
with a
could have
gun.
been doing something. I'm there. Me could have been innocent, but
This is not the first time Squash has been caught in the States with a matic. And it's just...
when was the first time? Cause you said this already to me, and I don't know.
You'll see. We'll see. We'll
I know. I know he was arrested last year or the year before for
re-entry.
no, not really, but immigration issues. I don't know what they were, but he was arrested. We saw him forward out of immigration. He's been freed until they held him again in March. He's been free for about a year from the last time he was in immigration.
Let me ask you a question.
So,
Squash has a very, very, very... He had potential to be like one of the next ones, like the Alkaline. Like he really had a very good catalog, and you know, Chronic Law also has a very, very good catalog. Now, Squash and his turmoil and the things that he's going through personally with his career, which one would you say is the bigger artist out of the two, Squash or Chronic Law Boss?
I'm glad you asked this question, because we talked about it before, but doing some thinking, numbers-wise, and if we take Jamaica, yeah, Chronic Law gets played more than Squash in Jamaica, obviously, because they say he's probably like the #1 YouTube artist in Jamaica. So, Chronic Law, I give to that. But big song and impact, Squash have the impact and the big songs for Money Fever, Foot. You know what I mean? You have songs with Cartel, big songs. But more playing wise in Jamaica, I would say Chronic Law. Throughout the world and the diaspora, it could be a toss-up between, cause enough people love Squash America. You know what I mean? Enough people rate him music, rate him style, rate him swag. Same to Chronic Law. So in America, it can be a toss-up where you lean further to a little more to Squash, but in Jamaica, we see it through YouTube, a Chronic Law have the dominance. But I've always been a Squash fan since 2017, in that 2016 around them times. And Chronic Law, I rate the music, whatever, but I wasn't say I'm the greatest of Chronic Law fan. I'm more of a squash artist. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, I didn't really know I was going to find this, but here's the breakdown based on YouTube data from December 29th, 2023 to December 29th, 2024. Chronic Law accumulated approximately 163 million views on YouTube during that period. So, making him Jamaica's most streamed artist for 2024. Squash, while he had some good hits, his biggest track, Big Breeze, you know, that only streamed 6.9 million views, so call it 7 million views. So overall, like back in 2023 to 24, Chronic Law would have been the more streamed artist. And like I think not saying that he didn't deserve it, but I think part of that is because of Squash's personal issues, where he can't focus only on music and be giving us the hits like how, or even performing like how he's supposed to,
Yeah,
because
so imagine that.
he's been having these personal.
Squash can't do what he want to really because of the issues he go through, and he still maintain what he maintains his impact. And Chronic Law, he's a smart artist by the way, cause Chronic Law do him thing and go about him business. Him not really nice folly and the dolly.
Man, start off
Him
and
just
tell us
do
him
him
rather
thing.
dip on the hillside.
Yeah,
Nobody
and
know
he
to
maintain
talk
his presence, and he's wise. He took himself out of the problem areas. He put himself in a better place, and he's doing what Squash should have done. Chronic Law is doing it, so big up Chronic Law for that. Him do way better than out of the mobile artists them. He's doing great because him can travel, fly here, there, everywhere. We see Tom Lee can't do that. We see what Squash is going through. So big up Chronic Law for a man who sing about the darkness and the badness. Him keep himself out of the
So
trouble.
speak to that for a little
I
bit
mean?
though. So what do you say about that when, you know, artists are, you know, kind of taking that direction as far as like what Squash is doing with his career? What do you think about that?
Who, Chronic Law?
No, sorry.
How he moves along?
Squash, on how Squash is moving with his career. What do you think about that?
Maybe in the start we probably say, whoa, look what he's doing, but after a while they get to like, damn Squash, people want to see you perform on stage and them can't see you. People want to see you here. People want to see you like the star that you're supposed to be. And you can't do it because you're going through what you're going through. And after a while, nobody don't want to see everybody in that badness every day and not hear about negative. So people want to see other parts of who you are. People want to see something different. You know what I mean? And maybe now being in hell, prison, him can really reflect on
Do you think
do something different.
do you think his imaging might have been something from the past, what he saw the format to be going in this direction where, hey, this badness role, you know, this persona, I'm going to take on this persona, badness, and this is what's going to get me the attention? Because you did say it, well, because, you know, like, until you start friggin' jumping around right here across the stick, right here, you need to start doing some bunny hops and doing some little weird stuff so we can kind of wake the people up and get some views. So what I'm saying is, if
Bunny up now? Bugs? Bugs!
Caught. Anyway, yeah, but nah, like if he doesn't do this type of, you know, music and have this type of, if he doesn't go down that lane, he probably doesn't get the attention. But is that blueprint already set for him where, you know, this is the way to go, chuck the badness, whatever, yo, man them dark, and then they actually start living the lyrics?
Well, I ain't really a money fever, money Squash started with and then evolve into the badness, and then we saw the guy Sir P on YouTube forward
In I'm
now.
a call can I?
And
Cartel starting I'm call can I?
no, Sir P forward and Squash having producer Shabdan, them are linked good. This guy Sir P come and start up about this and that, and
So
we
Sir
see
P
one all out war
Sir
broke
P
out.
hasn't been in dancehall over 10 years.
Yeah, we are
It's Sir
talking
P-
about Squash
it's Sir
and
P fault,
the
though?
Squash situation.
So it's Sir P fault?
Yes, because he the one
So,
that...
it's
he's
Sir
the-
P fault.
He's the idle one that came along and split up these two gentlemen, and Squash went from that to something else.
So you're saying that
You know what I mean?
it's the little YouTube bloggers' fault that
Yeah, he's an instigator.
the war between
He's an
Squash
instigator.
and Shabdan is going
The
on?
alleged
That's
war,
what you're
yes,
trying to
he
say?
instigated the alleged war.
In what manner?
The things he was saying across the YouTube and the internet.
What did he say?
I don't know, but he said a lot of things that we saw the outcome of.
And
it
you're
afterwards.
saying that these men listen to the little YouTube blogger, and bro, I think you're misinformed, bro. I think
Okay.
that this is some, not even I think, this is something that they might have seen, not even might have, they've seen. It's a blueprint. There's other artists.
Who's seen it?
What I mean, Squash them. They've seen other
Seen from
artists.
where? Who- which name
The
the
biggest
artist?
artists in dancehall. They took a certain route. They took the badness route. Right now, Cartel say him even has to make no more gun song.
Ninja Man did bad. Super Cat kill man. He
You
was
think,
bad.
You think Squash and them are looking at Ninja Man, or
So who were they
was
looking
it
to?
who we said is
Who
the
they
face?
looking
Who
to?
do we say? Look,
They
the
were
face of
looking at
dancehall.
Kartel. They
He's
were
right
looking,
here.
They were
Look,
in their area. They were
stop being blind.
They were in Mobay
You're
doing,
being extreme.
They were in Mobay doing
You're
what they
being
were
blind
doing.
again. You're being extreme.
They were doing what they were doing. When Squash them bust Kartel in a prison.
So them that listen to Ninja Man?
When
You said Ninja Man.
People, when Squash
said
bust
Ninja Man.
2017, 2018, Kartel had rubbed 5-6 years already. What Kartel got to do with that?
Him run the airwaves.
What does Kartel have to do with that?
And about this, I was saying he set the...
27, 2018,
watch out, him a get extreme. Watch
Kartel
out.
tried forward out of prison with a
sweating
appeal.
a youth.
Where him have to do with Squash
extreme
badness? This guy, him love
told
put
you.
everything from Kartel.
No, I'm asking...
Everything is Kartel.
I asked you about the direction.
So
I asked you.
Why ain't look on Tommy Lee?
Tommy Lee followed Kartel also.
Where the
That's a poor example.
Where the Tommy Lee follow Kartel?
So who was Tommy Lee? And a Kartel boss.
Tommy Lee did that doing music in a Mobile.
Rugo, a Kartel boss.
Come on, brother, stop it, yo. Stop it, yo.
Alright, cause we're not gonna show scream and show.
God is the greatest, here.
So,
over 10 million
so
on
why
YouTube,
you see so
2
extreme?
months. Because you're going to that road again, one blame
Why you
Kartel.
see so extreme?
Everything is Kartel.
You're
Kartel.
triggered. You see,
Jesus Christ.
You seem a bit
tired of it now,
You seem a bit triggered.
Kartel in Florida live him life and them still a blame.
No, he's doing that's now. He didn't. It's
and
not.
In 2017,
bro.
2018,
You remember in Bucking Tour, you know.
He was in
you make
prison,
it.
and these men
you
were free.
extremists. You make it seem like he didn't just come off our Buck Toe. You remember him sit down for 13 years. You know that, right? You make it seem like say, yo, all along Kartel was this big saint. I mean, in a sit down for 13 years.
Yeah,
a Buck Toe.
Illegally.
Go rub a cowboy tea time.
That's more than cowboy tea. Cowboy tea is 2 years. It's the more than cowboy tea.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, don't do that. You always love doing them foolishness, brother. It's a big podcast. The people I watch out the road.
Yeah, they see you. They could see you, you know. They could see you, you know.
They see you. You see, I'm up to people. Always up to it.
No, play.
Yeah, man, but Squash, wish you all the best, man.
Wicked.
Then why if a plea or take a deal by the 26th of August.
Yo, Squash,
I mean,
man.
so
yeah, it's unfortunate to see.
It's unfortunate, but
like,
hold your head, brother.
It seems like the talent, because now look, he might have been leaving from one thing, and now he comes here and he gets in another, and now he's gonna go back to the same place with, and it's just like, geez, man.
A never-ending saga, huh?
Yeah.
Revolving door just keeps turning.
Might have to go lift up and go Canada.
That'll be the same. Badness over Canada too.
Cha-cha.
You know what I mean? Badness everywhere. I just you stay out of the badness. You know what I mean? Squash, go on figure it out. Pay the lawyers.
Yo, you see, one thing though, remember one time I did TJ and Squash, but now TJ just took over and TJ said, yo, Squash, I don't want to be a big belly man. I'm going to come down. And him pull him down.
TJ Ozempic.
Him pull himself down. He used some Ozempic.
Shit belly TJ.
Yo, why would you say that?
I him say it. I him say him bang up. TJ say him bang up about 10 days. I don't know what to do.
So if you don't know, we're talking about people.
And TJ
came out in an interview and mentioned that he tried Ozempic and stated that, yo, he tried it. We did see him go down like 2 years ago. Man say he had to stop.
You know anybody on Ozempic? No. You know of anybody, girl?
I think I did hear 1 or 2 people. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't recall offhand. What I would say about the matter is, bro, I mean, guys, I know it's hard, it's difficult. It's nothing doesn't beat the traditional, like, fitness, you know, and eating healthy. You take a tablet, Ozempic, yeah, your body might, it might morph into something else, a smaller you, but that doesn't help the insides. It doesn't help the vital organs, you know. You're just taking a tablet, some man-made thing. You know, I pray for you guys, you know. Try to keep it as natural as possible. It's not easy, man. Today I did 4 miles, you know, and I'm much slower than I normally am. But, yeah, I still did it. I pushed through. And when I do the next 3 miles, you know, it's a 1 day at a time type of thing, you know. You don't think that, yo, it's going to happen overnight. You just take your time, man. Like, so, you know, people taking these pills and drugs and
I think it's really a shot.
Well, if he's taking however he consumes it, I think, you know, I wouldn't suggest it to individuals. If you've put on tons of weight and you feel like you're overweight, start with a walk, man. But, you know, I personally don't recommend people.
And just to elaborate on what Ozempic is. Ozempic is really a medication for those suffering from diabetes. Because you don't know, diabetes is really have to do with how you eat. Your eating habits can be good or bad. And Ozempic suppresses you from always eating. Maybe you eat too much sugar, too much sweets. You run up your diabetic levels. You can get diabetic coma and go through beer problems, you know what I mean? Brother, I know people.
Lowers the blood sugar. So you.
I tell a little bit about diabetes. Look, I'm a thugs. I got through diabetes. It might be bad. That's just what they just. You might tell me more about it. You might have my pancreas from young, so it's really serious.
Yeah.
The man lose toes, fingers, eyes.
Wow.
Dangerous. Diabetes. Simple. It sounds simple.
It's in his pancreas.
And it's in his pancreas. His body now regulate. His sugar levels don't regulate.
And
You
you're
know
saying.
and I'm have to take penicillin.
Penicillin.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask you, like, what's the quality of life of this individual? Is he still able to move around and do normal everyday things?
No, there is no
Is
normal everyday thing.
Is it like a bed rest? How is he get? How
Right
is he
now, I'm
getting
in a
along?
hospital. I struggle a little
hospital?
bit. I mean,
Yo, condolences to you.
no, no, dead. I'm
to,
just in
to
the
the
hospital.
homies. Well, I mean, man, I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? So it's like, we talk to him when I got through it from first, find out I deal with it. But they get worse over the years, and if you don't really take care of it and see what you're doing, eating, especially as we get older, food becomes your enemy, some food. You know what I mean? I like when you're young and you eat and you can work it out. Like I'm saying, work out and drink water and stay away from whole heap of sugar, whole heap of spices, salt and those things. You know what I mean? I work out, yeah, I put on my weight now and then, but I still try to maintain. My weight's like, you know, my house, I have my bike with me ride, try so I'm gonna run like him, but I try to keep stay on the
I'll say
mechanical
this,
bike
man.
and all those things.
I'll say this really quick. Your body, bro, your body, most of you, a whole heap of male out there, want telling you, your body is like a car, bro. You can't clean up your car and change your engine oil on your car and clean up rims and everything. You don't just take care of your car, the outside of the car, you change your oil. You know what I'm saying? You make sure the engine is top notch. You're gonna try to put the best gases or the best fluids in your car. You know what I mean? Within the price range. But your body, when it comes to your body, you go to a little small shop, get a little this, get a little that. Be careful. The number one and two things that is your enemy, salt and sugar. So just be mindful, guys. You know what I mean? And because you know it's not. Yeah, you can do anything for yourself, but it's your loved ones. You know, it's your loved ones that's gonna hurt. You know, your kids and your family and your cousins.
And then sometimes you can look at yourself and think you're healthy, and inside your body doing something totally different. So you have to really go to your doctor. The older you get,
Yeah,
and do your blood
checkups.
work. Men, do your blood work. Check your health. Women, do your blood work.
That's
Check your
very
health.
important. I got
Your
another
blood
story.
work is only, you know, your body is working. If
The
it's
other
working
day,
right.
the other day, my brethren, he kept on saying he had a stomach ache, he had a stomach ache, he had a stomach ache, and he couldn't take it anymore. Randomly went to the emergency room, bang. When he goes, he's thinking he's just gonna go and get something to, I guess his bowel movements was off, and that's very important. If you see your bowel movements change up,
Liver.
people,
That's a liver.
check it out. You know, go check your bowels.
bladders.
You're supposed to move your bowels every day. You ever see any discoloration, any red in your bowel movements? Go check it out. Thank you, Father God. I've been healthy up to this time. I'm tip-top shape. But the gentleman, he went to the doctor. He's thinking it's gonna be a regular checkup. They're like, no, I think he went to the emergency, the something another care. I forgot, urgent care. And they told him, hey, you got to leave from the urgent care and you got to go to a particular doctor, a particular hospital. I guess it was a cancer place. He went there, ran some tests. Immediately, they had surgery, cut out his belly, be a thing, put vice in her neck, chop out belly, move around, cut off piece of belly, read the test. stage 4 cancer, Ray, liver, this, that. So you guys got to be careful of the food you're consuming. Do your checkups. Be mindful. You know, we didn't really plan to go down this route, but I think this is one of the most important things that we've shared thus far, because health is wealth, you know?
Yeah, man, and like we said, like, yeah, we might have heard TJ telling a story, we laugh, ha, ha, ha. He might have shit up himself on Ray, Ozempic, but Ozempic's really for somebody who really needs
Diabetes.
it. It's not for weight loss. God give us our strength and our health, our body to do weight loss the right way, not by artificial ways. And then if you stop 2 weeks from now, somebody look on you, you swell. You look totally different from what you started out or wanted to look like. So we have to be very careful and very mindful what we do to our bodies, you know what I mean?
It's just like the podcast, bro. This right here, this is something that you guys have to grow with us. You understand? You guys are watching us grow. We're with fitness and health. If you want instant gratification, bro, yeah, you're gonna do a Ozempic or you're gonna do a pill or something like that. But there is no instant gratification, bro. I've been running every day for the past 2 months type of thing. Not every day, but at least 4 times a week. And, you know, I still don't get the results that I personally want for myself. So it's a lifestyle. It's a never ending struggle. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, man, lifestyle. And
not only lifestyle,
we have reached far from where we started. You know what I mean? Like, we start, like, years we are workout. Him, me, and we still do it every day. You know what I mean? We try to, at least, maintain.
Yeah, but anything else with TJ or what?
Nah, man, just TJ. No way out the TJ. Your health is well.
Careful!
You know what I mean? Be wiser and be smarter, TJ. You're young, same way. I don't to reach 30 years old, TJ. You can go run.
You want 30?
2 miles. You can go run 2 miles and do
I'm gonna look fitter than TJ?
TJ, I live star life, man.
Okay.
Drift.
Okay.
You say I drift the fame. You know what I mean? Make we fuck up in here. Drift.
Yeah, sister said make your days longer, yeah, man. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Where's Modest Life? Beenie Man?
Oh, yeah, yo, really quick, yeah. What a marvelous, magnificent thing Beenie Man did the other day. I saw that. Well, actually, you go ahead and intro this. This is your topic.
Oh yeah, man, the Dr. Beenie Man,
yes.
the king on the way out, Beenie Man. We saw the other day.
The king on the way out, that means he's the current king. Because if he's on the way out, that means he has a crown.
He must always have a
crown.
So
why you not beat him all along and say he's not the king? Then?
He's not the king, but
you said he's on the way out.
He's on the way out. That means
if he's on the way out, that means that he has a crown.
Brother.
So when Cartel be king, when Suntrust come?
Cartel been the king for over 10 years.
So why are you saying he's on the way out?
That's what the people them say about Beenie Man.
You acknowledge what the people them say.
Beenie Man, I don't acknowledge Beenie Man, I'm my king.
You say, you call him say on the
but
way
he did his thing. And we now hate Beenie Man. Beenie Man is a giant in our dancehall music. Beenie Man have done it for over 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we might jab Beenie Man and jeer Beenie Man, but Beenie Man is Beenie Man. And the other day he did something that he could have done possibly 20 years ago. And this could have been his finest class 20 years later, but this is his first class. He did a workshop for the youth who are interested in getting into music, whether they want to perform the music, they want to play the music, they want to write the music, whether they want to promote the music or manage the music. But he did a workshop for the youth, which is a great thing. Anytime you can help the youth is a great thing. You know what I mean? The youth are the future. And that's what we've always been taught, and that's what we see. But Beenie Man, my only issue is, you could have done this from 2005. Why not 2025? You know what I mean? And maybe it's because people always say Beenie Man do nothing for other people. I don't know. That's what people say. He takes it to do it now. It's still good to do it because it's the youth, but Beenie Man, all me I say, you could have did it 20, 25 years ago. And this could have been your finest class, you have brag on.
Why would you say that though? Why is it important for him to generate you and I could have done this podcast 20 years ago. Why?
Yeah, we could have.
So why is it? But there's nothing wrong with this current time.
I'm not saying nothing is wrong, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
you're making it seem like it's
I'm saying he
something wrong.
could have done it.
You're
and
pulling
all
down
I'm
his
saying,
gesture.
I'm not pulling it down.
Yeah, you are.
I'm saying instead of this would have been his first class last weekend, this could have been his 20th
There's
year.
no time
wait,
like
no
the
man.
present.
Wait, no man. This could have been his 20th year.
This could have been our 20
Wait,
years.
no man. It could have been too. But we have done many other things within that time.
And he has also.
No, we haven't seen it. But anyway.
What do you mean you not see?
We not see what we do for the pit of them.
Them never see what we do.
But we can't show people what we do. But we still not
Why you
see
can't
what
show
we
them?
We're still not
Why
gonna
you can't
see-
show
We
them
can't
what
show
we
him
do for
website and all these
Why
things.
you- why you can't
we can't
show
show
them?
him Bounty. We promote Bounty. You know, all these things.
So you don't think Beenie Man can show you how much things he do for in catalog? You know, last
I'm not talking about cap, I'm talking about for the youths. You never do it for the youths before.
But
Because we not see it.
who are you? Who are
We
you?
never
to put-
see it.
Who are you?
So
to
why
put-
make it up?
who are you-
Why him put it up now if we see it now?
Oh, you mean because he was doing something
Why
that was,
him highlight it now?
he did something very good for the community. Did you see how Fat Boy did a drum and a beat
That's what I'm
and
saying.
build up himself?
Fat
it's
Boy,
not. It's not
if
about.
it could have
it's
helped
not,
Fat
it's
Boy
not
20
about
years
your
ago, and
satisfaction.
Fat Boy walking now and say, "Doctor,
did you
me a
not
big-
hear?
me a
Did you
big
not hear the
drummy."
choir behind when time Fat Boy starts trim and ting and I do him ting
My beat.
and him sound good on rhythm and you never hear the choir behind it? Why are you
Right.
pulling down the gesture?
We don't pull down
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, pull down the gesture.
We just say he could
It
have
is
did
not-
it 20,
it's not
25 years
uplifting the
ago.
gesture.
We could have said he could have did it 25 years ago.
That
and this
is-
could have been
that
his
is-
finest
that
class
is stupid.
in a
That is
2025.
stupid.
That's all I'm saying.
Every week you come here and you say something stupid, but this is the most stupidest thing you say.
No, people, you understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
every week you come.
understand what I'm
me
saying?
normally give you 30
Know
and
what I
40
mean? You
and just I kill you with
I don't understand
topics.
what 30 and
We kill you
40
in
is.
all of the topics. That's
People,
what I'm saying.
you
But
understand
now
what I'm
you come
saying?
here and this is stupidness. It's foolishness.
Him could have done it 20,
You sound like you-
25
you-
years
you
ago,
sound like you're
but
there
him
for-
did it last weekend.
You sound like you're
And
part of
guess.
the Gaza extremists. Like you're there with Lisa Hyper now. Like you're there part of Mother Life. Matter of fact, go to Mad Life topic, yeah, man. Because
Beenie Man,
suck your mother mosquito.
it's a good look, but like I said, you could have did it 20, 25 years ago. But if you start today or yesterday, it's good start.
So then don't pull
I
it down.
mean-
Don't put a negative in a statement.
But 20, 25 years ago would have been a better start.
Yeah, move like Foota now, cause you pull down.
Nah, but see
Mad Life.
Foota, Beenie Man and Mad Life, Maddest Life, all have in common. All of them link. Yo, yes, the Maddest Life, Lisa Hype. Crashed out again.
The
Lisa.
lady feels like she's owed something, my bro.
Who owes her something?
I don't
Who
know. I
owes her?
said she feels.
Who owes her?
She
But
feels.
she was just in town the other day doing a show for Dub Dub. Him not get paid.
You need to tell me what happened to the Gaza. I thought Gaza's a draw. What happened with the Lisa show?
Lisa's not Gaza anymore,
She's
brother.
Gaza.
She's not.
On a love
She's
man.
Maddest
On a run.
Life.
On a run. Go take up. You not take back Rhino. You not take back your woman. You not take your mad. You not take your
One
Madix.
issue is
You
there.
not take your Madix.
One issue is there.
No, man. Me never see nothing like this.
One issue. Is
So you
there.
gonna left your heart and soul.
Who that?
What? Why you? Let me tell you something. What Kartel and Gaza Slim, Kartel and Maddest Life have it bigger than me and you. And right now,
Maddest Life and Kartel now.
she wants her GLE. The lady says she wants her GLE.
From January 29th or 31st, Kartel the America. In my Maddest Life now in another
In a
city
send no
together.
GLE go gear. That she said
The
she
last time Kartel said Maddest Life, she go in a back pan stage over Boom Boom. That I last time Kartel said Maddest Life, yeah. A month now, Kartel not say Maddest Life.
No way.
You know what I mean? That not nothing to do with Kartel.
Breaking news, people. I don't know.
mean?
I don't know it to be true or not. But they say Busy Signal. I perform Happy Birthday, my day, I'm a friend for KFC. So check it out. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah man, busy do a KFC show yesterday over Old Harbor.
happy
And
birthday.
do a live
I'm
song
a
them.
friend.
And
Yeah.
get KFC beard up.
Yo, okay. All right, KFC. So that's a fresh off of the press. But I honestly, I feel It is hurtful to see Modest Life because at this point she needs to be embraced. She needs good people around her because you can see there's an unbalance chemically and she's triggered, and it's unfortunate to see.
Only triggers Aisha.
It's unfortunate. It's yeah, she's definitely triggered by Aisha and Spice, but what I've always stuck with is that what she has with Kartel is bigger than me. So, and I think it's bigger than media.
She has nothing with Kartel.
You did that, Drew, you are the Gaza extremist. You did that when Lisa got over prison. You did that when she went over to prison and seen him, or when she was going. You did that with him.
I was in the prison visiting him also.
So that's what I'm saying though. But you did that.
Aisha visited him also. Aisha
you are protecting man. You are black off a woman from the man, sir. What kind of life that?
Aisha the first one.
So you are black off a man. You are black off a lady.
Why you want to push up Modest Life? Why you push up Modest Life?
I mean, it has nothing to do with me. Why are you so defensive? As an extremist, why are you so? Why are you that guy that's like, no, don't get to her? Why are you being that guy?
That's it.
Yeah? Why are you the Kartel? Why are you blocking her?
Because you want to push up something no make no sense.
What do you mean it no make no sense? When she was going to visit him in prison,
over the greatest.
You did tell her don't go?
We saw Aisha over the greatest link up with Kartel and them.
So when she
Modest
go over,
Life wasn't there. She's not.
So when she go over to prison, you tell her don't go?
Who?
Modest Life.
I go where?
Over the prison. She said she went to see him in the prison.
She went to see him and what?
All right, so you never did that. So what you have black her now for? Why are you
She can't fly. Why should I come visit my Florida now?
That's a good question.
I should ask you that. Why should
I should ask you that? Why isn't the invitation open? Why isn't the? That's probably why Gaza said no one do nothing with them.
But we're not talking about she neither.
Okay.
She put out project what they and it roll with. Brother, don't do it, yo. I'm not even want.
How the Wolf song go again?
I don't know how it go. I shine a big up yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yo, but anyway, Modest Life, yo, get some help, lady. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard, man, to see you. You know, you come out and, you know, you're just, she's
proud of Modest Life, you know that, right? Why 21?
Yeah, she's bitter.
21 bad girl.
Yeah.
She proud of it.
Enough, you know how much people she boof in her face? Yeah, I like when she do it too. Yeah.
What?
We go boof in her face, watch out.
You know, see, she and Rosalie, your girl Rosalie. One face like camera, Rosalie.
When she ready for bend up her mouth, she like.
Rosalie still look for her money. Remember that?
Make her, you know, she said, come get it, cause she a bad girl. Anyway, yo, but let's speed up the thing that come. I don't want to stay up on
about that. We have to do the next one.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Khago. You know, yeah. Khago.
Oh, that 2 time, 3 time.
Yeah, the king for the 2-time rhythm. That rhythm them.
2 time, 3 time, and I-Octane.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
So, what is it? Who do you think had a better career between I-Octane and Khago? 2 individuals that normally they would have forwarded into the industry together. You thought not that they were a duo, but you thought that the one would have helped each other along the way. As soon as Octane got his big break, Octane never turned back. You would have seen Khago come into the media and cuss Octane and say, oh, the man left him on the roadside and never looked back. And but fortunately for Khago, he was able to find a scorcher.
Couple of them.
Nah, sell out my friend them.
Still nah, sell out my friend them.
To be the bigger one. And you know, I'm asking you now, which career would you have rather to have between Khago and Octane, and why?
Well, Khago found 2 of the bigger songs out of the 2 of them, but Octane had a longer run, more impact.
He's the more streaming artist. He has the more streamed music. Octane between the 2.
Yeah, he have the more hits too. But Khago find 2 monster songs that we can't go around. 2 monster songs. But just like Modest Life, Khago is a madman in a life.
I think they accept his madness.
I mean, no, not all times. I just want him find back a groove and people give him I mean, another chance again. It's about him 100th chance.
I don't think Scatter or any person who Khago said things about, I don't think they look at him like how they look at Foota Hype.
I mean, we don't really talk about
No, I'm
Scatter. I mean, I talk about the fans.
I'm not using,
I'm really talking about the fans.
I don't think people take Khago serious. I think he's just one of those type of people.
No, Khago is unreal. Khago.
He's kind of like a Dr. Love.
He's annoying type.
Love.
He's more annoying.
What the next one name? The Obia one. He's kind of like that one.
Oh, RT boss.
RT boss. He's kind of like that.
Khago is more annoying than he's more troublesome.
Right. So I don't think people don't
even
like
one
him.
day when Kartel did that doing my appeal and Gaza fans them used to beat Khago. I don't really say Gaza fans want something, but him always did attack this and attack that, so we just have to beat him. Or most Gaza fans used to beat him.
Okay, so
I mean, so it's not really like say them hate Khago, but him up for the challenge.
Who's more hated, Khago or Octane?
Who's more hated?
Yeah.
May I say Khago is more disliked. I'm not gonna say him hated. I think people more hate Octane.
Good answer.
I think people more
That's
hate
a good
Octane.
way to put it,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
I don't think people like Octane too much.
I think people like Octane too much.
But Khago,
I think people feel Octane more than himself. And sometimes enough of these people portray themselves more than who they really are.
I think for me personally with Octane, I think what happened to him, it was that when he got the break, it was under the skies. He kind of walked the line of like a Rasta artist or a reggae artist.
Yeah.
Where he tried the line and he got the break, and then as soon as he got the break, he was like,
once he did the song with Killer,
and he's put the middle fingers up and was like, yo man, I ain't tell you guys I was Rasta.
Appeared.
Yeah, he's like, yo.
Dread appeared.
Yeah, and he went down that line. So
one time he had a real fire, like it was a
his
burning
his
fire.
first breakout songs when
it
he
was
when
like say it would have fired out a Sizzler Camp.
Yeah, he had a fire. He had a very good start.
But then I think during that fire, I got caught up in a bad mind. People, you're talking about like people labeled him as such something, and like he read what the people labeled him. I always think about bad mind and bad mind artists.
Well, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say musically, cause it wasn't like it was the music was bad. I think the tone of the music changed, and he
went dancehall.
He switched. He cut off his fan base. Cause he switched his.
It's just kind of like you said about
he did the
Phantom
reverse.
Mojo with
No, he did the reverse. Whatchamacallit? What name? Natural Blacks. He did the reverse Natural Blacks. Or the same thing Natural Blacks did. Natural Blacks had this.
Natural Black cut off his locks and shock people and that shit fuck up his
mash
career.
up his career. Right now we can't see. Natural Blacks had a thriving career where he could have be like a like a Bushman or something like that where it nice, nothing. We don't hear nothing. You try to come back now and it's just like so I think what Octane did was he confused his fans. Yeah.
You love that word, the confusing fans still.
Yeah, because the fans they were thinking one thing and then they started to get another. But yeah. So what do you which career would you rather to have had between the two?
Well, like I said, the two of them kinda cause Octane have a project out now. You say Khago do 2 times, 3 times. Oh yeah. I ain't rude. Octane project name is God and I. It featured on the Billboard Reggae, and then Khago have him 2-time project with him, bag of artists them. The two of them I do similar right now, cause the two of them relevant. But overall, over the last 10, 11, 12 years, Octane had a way better career. Way better, but I don't even know, cause Khago do anything in Jamaica, and Khago did this thing in America too. And
nah, salute your friend was a big one. I mean,
it's a good debatable topic.
Yeah, me personally, I probably would I wouldn't want to be any of the two, but if I had to choose, I would choose Khago just because I think he's more digestible current day. Do you know any of the songs from Octane's album? Did you hear anything off of it?
I think he have that one with Shano. That one with the
oh yeah, I think I might have heard that. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, so that's kind of like that's the vibe. Yo, people, It's another episode. Once again, we here. Let Me Land podcast. Well, go on, my bro. Go ahead. Close out. All right.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Sorry for the tugs walk.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll cut it.
I mean,
go for a little bit.
Yeah, man, but this is Let Me Land podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? Episode 5. Once again, we did our thing. Rugga Rockstar 860. He is?
Don't know. Reggae. Put on beer pressure. Rugga. He was
Why?
on the rope. He was on the ropes. I knocked him out. TKO. Him drop. Next week, same thing, same place, same bet channel.
There.
Jeez.